joining us, brand new Fox News contributor, former interim DNC chairwoman, Donna Brazile. All right, I'm going to have a lightning round with...
Sean, first of all, you should say, welcome, Donna.
Welcome, by the way, welcome. I've known you for years. We have had a very friendly, I would say, cordial relationship. We've met at a lot of debates. We've met at a lot of conventions. We always have a good time. We ask how each other are doing, and we never agree on much, do we?
No, but that's not the point. The point is that it's a great honor to be back on your show, and I'm looking forward to these conversations.
Okay.
I'm not running. First of all, I'm not going to use my microphone to run for anything. I'm making no announcements tonight, but I'm glad to see you tonight on St. Joseph's Day. So,
by the way, just for being on this show, you will get in trouble with some Democrats. Why are you on Hannity's show? Why do you talk to him? He's not a nice guy. And then you're going to have to, you know, tell him, well, he's actually not that bad.
You know, Hannity, Sean, a couple of weeks ago, you had me on the show. We talked about my new book. I'm a co-author with three other women for colored girls who consider politics. So you've had me on the show before. So thanks for having me again.
Well, welcome to the Fox News Channel. And for those that say we don't have varying opinions, I could go down the list. And if I do, I'll probably get in trouble. So I'm going to stay away from trouble for once in my life. All right, let's go through. We're going to play a lightning round. I'm just asking you to play along. Medicare for All is going to be $3.3 trillion for every year for 10 years. And people like Kamala Harris say people would have no choice at private health care. Do you agree with that?
We're in the beginning of a very extensive conversation, and it's not about radicalism. It's about making sure that Americans can
This is the lightning round. I'm asking Donna Brazile, who ran Al Gore's campaign in the DNC.
I can't do 2 minutes. You got to give me time to explain
we're going to go through the list in 2 minutes.
Kamala Harris, look, Medicare for all is not a controversial plan.
Then I'm going to let you expand. How's that?
All right, over 56% of the American people support some form of Medicare for all, Medicare plus, Medicare, et cetera.
Okay.
I mean,
should people be allowed to get private insurance?
If they want to keep their private insurance and maintain it as I would,
all right.
Absolutely.
You disagree with Kamala. Okay, next question.
No, I don't disagree with her. I hope she can explain exactly how her plan will
doubled down on it.
Every American and ensure that we don't have millions of Americans who cannot afford their prescription drugs as well. We got to have a good conversation about this. And I think the president would agree on that issue. We're not working the lightning yet. We got to get the lightning in a bottle here. I don't like lightning.
Help us out.
Come on.
I'm going to give you a long time to expand. I just want to. Now, a lot of your party, 8 states and even in Congress, want late-term abortions. In one case, you had a woman in the Virginia House of Delegates say that even up to the birthing process, dilation, she supports a woman's right to have an abortion.
Well, that wasn't exactly true, but let me say this. I'll
quote the governor.
Democrats believe that this is a choice that women should have a say in. We believe that women should have the full...
In the 9th month of pregnancy?
Look. We believe that women should have the full range of reproductive
pregnancy when the child's
health
viable?
services. I am not a doctor, and I'm not going to tell anyone what to do with his or her body. So I'm not. This is not. Look, the Democratic Party also believe very strongly that abortion should be rare,
So a woman who's due to have
safe.
birth in 48 hours. And she decides to have an abortion, you don't think we have a duty and responsibility? We don't have a duty as a society to protect that child?
You're asking Donna Brazile, Sean.
Donna Brazile, I'm asking you.
I believe that as a woman, I would like to have the full range of reproductive health services.
Wow.
Now,
okay, that's the answer.
I believe that this is a decision that I should have in consultation with my doctor and other medical professionals. That is the position I have taken.
Do you support the new Green Deal's goal of getting rid of all oil and gas in 10 years?
I believe that it's H.R. 109 should be debated. I believe it's going to go before at least 4 or 5 committees. We need to do something about climate, our climate change in this country.
Should we get rid of oil and gas?
I believe that we need to find cleaner sources, cleaner resources, and yes, I do believe that 10 years from now, Sean, we need to look beyond this.
That we should replace?
I can't do this in 30 seconds, Sean.
No.
These are very important issues. I mean, we didn't come up with the Green New Deal to give you something to talk about at night.
It says in the Green New, hang on, it says everything's going to be free. And that in 10 years, in 10 years, we're going to get rid of oil, gas, all combustion engines.
That is not true.
And eventually cows. Hang on, Donna, help me. Donna, help me out.
Sean.
It says in 10 years. In 10 years, they're going to get rid of oil, gas, the combustion engine, and hopefully soon thereafter, airplanes and cows. It's black and white. And I'm asking, do you support that?
That's not. That's not. PolitiFact even they've gone after many people who said these things about the Green New Deal. This is a very I believe that they are a credible source. And looking at this is a piece of legislation, H.R. 109. Go look at it yourself and stop trying to exploit the fact that they're talking about. You made me read the darn thing after I was on this show last time, and I'm like, there's nothing in this that said that we're going to get rid of airplanes.
It's in there word for word. I have a copy of it right here.
I have a copy too.
All right, let me ask you the next question. All right. Do you think that it's a good idea to secure our southern borders with walls?
I believe we need to use multiple methods to secure our borders, whether it's in the north or the south.
Plan?
No, I do not believe that the president plan actually will work.
Do you believe we should continue to have ICE and fund ICE and other law enforcement officers?
I believe we need comprehensive immigration reform. I'm not a strong supporter.
Okay.
I believe that we need to reform ICE. I don't like the job that they're doing now, so I have not taken a personal position on that. But, yes, I do understand that there are other members of the Democratic Party. And, by the way, I don't speak for all Democrats. I only speak for Donna.
Do you want to get rid of – no, I'm just asking. You're the former head of the DNC. Do you want the voting age lowered to – do you want the voting age lowered to 16? Do you want the Electoral College removed? And do you want more Supreme Court justices added to the 9?
Would I like to see the voting age lowered as several countries, including, I believe, Brazil, a country named after my family, Austria, Brussels, other countries? Yes. And Prince George is not Prince George. In Hyattsville, Maryland, as well as Tacoma Park, they're experimenting with this. We need to experiment with more ways to engage young people and to get them more involved in our democratic process.
Okay. Do you think –
and the Electoral College – There's been, I believe, four times since 1860 where the Electoral College, as you well know, the winner of the popular vote has lost the Electoral College. I'm actually reading a great book about this, Sean. So we'll have enough.
All right,
we'll have some time to talk about it.
All right. Is there anything that you hear of the current crop of 2020 candidates where you say, wow, they're going to promise a guaranteed salary, they're going to promise, you know, family leave, medical leave, pre-K education, college education, guaranteed healthy food, guaranteed retirement, guaranteed health care, you know? Is there anything that adds up to the New Deal? The Green New Deal adds up to $94 trillion in 10 years. Do you think that's socialism?
I think that's, first of all, I think that's fuzzy math. And no, the textbook definition of socialism, no. These are policy ideas.
The former head of the CBO.
These are policy ideas that Democrats are offering. Many Democratic candidates are offering to the voters. The voters will ultimately decide what are these policy prescriptions they believe in and what candidates they believe can carry their agenda. This is why we have conversations and debates. And, Sean, if you're not interested in listening to the Democratic candidates, then look somewhere else. But these are, I think, important. Look, these are important ideas.
I'm not voting for any of them. Trust me.
These are important ideas. And by the way, I want to also tell you where I disagree with you. I have known Adam Schiff for a long time. You mentioned Adam Schiff. He is a very decent, honorable person. I don't know why you won't come on your show. Yes,
Tell him to come on. I'm offering him 4 hours. And I have everything documented. I'm ready to have the interview.
I think you can look. I'm not your booker, and I don't know who will return your call in his office, but I can tell you this much.
I'm going to give you a minute to answer the last question. Let me get to the last question.
Human being, and he's a great guy.
Last question is this: Barack Obama was president for 8 years.
Yes, sir.
Putting aside the $150 billion idiotic Iranian deal, this is what the economy was after 8 years: 13 million more Americans on food stamps. 8 million more in poverty. lowest labor participation rate since the 70s. We also had the worst recovery since the 40s after his 8 years, the lowest home ownership rate in 51 years, the only president in history that never reached 3% GDP in any of his years as president. He accumulated more debt than all 43 presidents before him combined.
He hasn't met the current one who's also
Donald Trump
accumulating a lot
becomes
of debt.
president, gets rid of
Mr.
regulations.
You know
hang on.
that.
I'm going to give you time to answer. President Trump gets in office. We're now energy independent for the first time in 70 years. We're a net exporter of energy. We now have created 6 million new jobs, over 1 million fewer people on food stamps and in poverty, the lowest unemployment rate ever for African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, women in the workplace, and youth unemployment. Tell me, why couldn't Obama get done in 8 years what Trump got done in 2?
Well, first of all, Trump could not have gotten anything done had Obama not began to put in the hard work and the muscle and all of the energy to get this economy back on its feet after the Great Recession of 2008. I do believe that the legacy of President Obama will be one of helping to sustain this economy, helping to rebuild the economic engine of our country,
so why did Trump
and helping
do
to
so
get
well
more people.
Why did he fail? Why did it take 8 years and we have 13 million more Americans on food stamps, 8 million more in poverty?
You know what,
Trump
Sean,
in 2 set one record after another.
You forget what Stacey Abrams said. Let me repeat it. I don't want this president to fail. I just want him to tell the truth. But I'm going to tell you what the last president did.
You want him to tweet less. But I hope he's watching.
I saw this president roll up his sleeve and get to work.
That's what he's doing.
That's what President Obama did, and that's what President Trump should do.
Jerusalem's the capital in
Israel. That's what
President
Trump should do. He should
roll up his sleeve. No more rockets being fired over Japan.
And making sure that every American get a head start and a healthy start in life. I think that's what we all want.
I'll take Trump's record over Obama's failed record any day. But anyway, welcome to the Fox News Channel.
I'll take
Great to see you. Great
Obama's
to have you.
Good record, and I hope President Trump continue to follow along those same
I think one day you ought to fill in on my show and you host the show.
Oh, Sean, can you imagine if I can be Sean Hannity for like 30 minutes a night? Come on, baby.
It's an hour show. You can handle it.
Baby,
you'll be good at it.
By the way, thank you. It's a great honor. I know we're not going to always agree, but you know what? The fact that you allow me on to give you my views and my 2 cents, I appreciate it, and thank you.
All right. Donna Brazile, thank you for being with us.